When big changes happen at work, our first instinct is usually to react to the pressure by rushing out and forcing a shiny new piece of technology into the workplace. This is the Great Dome at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. Researchers here found that roughly 95% of enterprise AI pilots fail to deliver any measurable financial return. These projects fail because leaders often purchase a solution before they understand the underlying work. They lock the company into a multi-year contract based on guesses and vendor demonstrations, instead of how their employees actually spend their day. There is a different way to spend your first 90 days. Instead of starting with a software catalog, you start by bringing the people who actually do the heavy lifting to the table. A transformation can only survive if its foundation is built on the honest reality of how your teams work right now. During your first 30 days, your primary goal is to secure the honest position. You find this by asking performers and managers exactly where their daily work is genuinely slow or broken. This means uncovering shadow usage. You need to find the unapproved tools or workarounds people are already secretly using just to survive their daily workload. In this phase, you must follow one unbreakable rule. Make absolutely no promises about what you will deliver. Commit only to reporting the truth about the process, even if the news is bad. These first 30 days buy the credibility and trust required to make the next phase's difficult decisions survivable. In the second month, all that community listening is converted into a structured, defensible map of the organization. This shows us which parts of the company are actually prepared for a change. The warm colors highlight areas where the work is stable and documented, steering us toward parts of the office that are ready to build, rather than just the ones that are asking the loudest. This map forces you to narrow the entire company's wish list to just 3 focused, actionable moves. Declaring this specific mix now prevents the project from drifting later into a chaotic, unfunded list of random departmental requests. Before you fix anything, you must complete the most critical step of the framework, establishing a baseline measurement of the work as it exists today. It is mathematically impossible to prove you have saved an employee time if you never measured how long their task took to begin with. Because you are focused on measurement, you will have to make a difficult refusal. You must decline the temptation to select a vendor or sign a software contract during these first 90 days. Having the patience to measure the work first is the difference between a flashy pilot that quietly dies and a real capability that permanently improves the company. In the final 30 days, broad planning stops, and all focus shifts to launching just one specific, real-world project. This project must be launched in an area your map proved was ready, and its success must be judged strictly against the baseline you measured in week 1. The visible success of this one small project serves as proof to the skeptics that the method actually works. By starting one project correctly rather than rushing 3 poorly, you build the institutional trust and governance machinery that will outlast your initial 90 days. When a solution is measured honestly and built transparently at a shared table, the knowledge gained becomes a permanent resource for everyone in the company. A transformation succeeds by continually making room for the people doing the work to share what they actually need.